Today, I'm installing a float valve to automate the water supply to my hydroponic system. Until now, I've had to regularly check the reservoir and top it up manually. The float valve will automatically maintain the water level, and by connecting an additional reservoir, I'll increase my total water supply from around 40 to 140 liters. That means less checking, less refilling, and hopefully a little less work. At least, that's the plan. To install the float valve, I need to drill a 20mm hole in the reservoir. I'm using a step drill bit, which lets me gradually increase the size of the hole until I reach the diameter I need. The Growstream reservoir is made from pretty tough plastic, so I expected this part to be a bit of a struggle, but surprisingly, it drilled really easily. I'm just taking it slowly because I definitely don't want to make the hole too big. The hole is the right size, so we can move on to installing the float valve. Perfect fit! Now I can install the float valve into the reservoir. The most important thing here is not to forget the seal. The last thing I want is water leaking around the hole I just drilled. The valve simply goes through the wall of the reservoir, then I add the seal and secure everything with a nut on the other side. The way it works is actually really simple. As the water level drops, the float opens the valve and fresh water flows in from the external reservoir. Once the water reaches the desired level, the float rises and automatically shuts off the supply. So, if everything works as planned, I shouldn't have to worry about manually topping up the reservoir every day. Now I just need to assemble the water supply. I'm connecting the hose with a quick connector, so I can easily disconnect it whenever I need to without taking the whole system apart. Now I'm running the hose out of the grow tent. This is just a temporary setup. Later, I want to 3D print a simple hose pass-through to make it look cleaner and keep the hose securely in place. Now I just need to connect the hose to the external reservoir and we can test the system for the first time. Everything seems almost suspiciously easy so far, so let's see if it actually works. Now I'm connecting the hose to the tap using a hose connector. I'll make sure everything is nice and tight because obviously the last thing I want is a water leak. Now everything should be ready for the first test. The last thing I want is a water leak. Okay, problem found. The quick connector had the wrong thread, and honestly, this hose wasn't great either. So, quick change of plans, a new connector, a fresh piece of better hose, and let's put everything back together again. Hopefully, no unexpected shower this time. Now, I just need to reconnect everything, and we can test it for the second time. If it works, the float valve will automatically add fresh water whenever the level in the Growstream drops. With the external reservoir connected, I've basically increased my water supply from around 40 liters to about 140 without constantly topping it up by hand. So, attempt number 2. Let's see if the water stays where it's supposed to this time. It actually works. Everything works perfectly now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.